you'll never guess where we are. Andalucía circuit, and this time we are on the race bike. First test with Raceway's Yamaha on the fully factory spec R9. I can't wait to get going. Let's get into it. Thanks, guys.
That was amazing.
Oh, you're not doing this. You're not. This is just now that we're actually factory, we have to pretend that we do things properly. Not roll in off the hotel and just a couple of cappuccinos deep. Yeah, to be honest with you, like today's a bit different to what we've been doing because we've been at track days, so 20-minute sessions, 15-minute sessions. You kind of dictated to the day. We're here, private test, track completely to ourselves here with Senkat and Cheshire Molding. So there's literally like 10 guys on track. Open from 9 till 6 p.m. So many laps available, but we need it for sure with these sort of shakedown tests. First test on the bike, so there's going to be a lot of teething problems, in, out. So you really do need that open pit lane. We could probably get us, I mean, if we had a really good day on it where the bike was working and everything was going smoothly, you could get 100 laps today. That's obviously a big day ahead if that's the case, but no limits track days are unbelievable for getting that seat time, getting that bike fitness, and amazing events to go and do that in the pre-season. These ones are really specific to testing the bike. So obviously we're on the full race bike, like I said. So, well, I'd say there's quite a lot of difference. Obviously, number one thing is we've bolted 30 more horsepower into the thing. So it's an absolute weapon and it's going to feel a lot different. 30 horsepower on any bike is a lot, but when the bike's 110 horsepower and you bolt 30 horsepower into it, it's obviously going to make such a massive difference. So that's going to mean the chassis is different. The chassis that we've got now at the moment is exactly the same as the road bike. We should feel a lot of similarities with that. And yeah, like I said, bolt the 30 horsepower into it. Let's see what it does. Let's find out. So obviously first test with Barry as well, my new crew chief. So getting our heads together, figuring out how we work as well and how the team works is really important for a day like today. So it's exciting stuff. Just get warmed up now. In about half an hour, the track should be ready to rock and roll and I'll be ready. Coffee will sink in. Let's go. Running hot. Get my air in there, boy. It's a bit quicker, heart rate's up.
You've done the first few laps out there.
Yeah, 6 laps done. Yeah, heaps more power, obviously.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Lunchtime on day one here, yeah, I feel really good. It's awesome to get back out on a proper race bike. I don't even know what I'm saying. Righto, lunchtime here at Andalucía on day one. I'm absolutely chuffed to be back on the race bike, that's for sure. It's been one of those typical testing mornings really, just like in, out, a few little teething problems, which is kind of expected. Yeah, we expect it to be a little bit faffy to start off with, but boys have been working hard. It's awesome to get with my get with my crew for the first time, start working with them, and yeah, we're starting to work in a direction already, which is brilliant. So now I'm just gonna load up on some carbs and then just bosh a few 10 lappers this afternoon and happy days. We're rolling, so everyone's happy. Brad's having a good time. Harry, yeah, team's working good, so happy days. obviously we've done a fair few laps on the road bike now, which is a lot of the parts are actually quite similar in the sense of brakes and things like this, but we've actually changed a few things like master cylinders. The throttle's a little bit different, so it's a complete different configuration. And yeah, I noticed a couple of little differences with like braking. That was one of the main things for me. The rear brake didn't have as much bite as the practice bike. My front brake didn't quite have enough bite as well. So this is like, as you can see, like we've got discs to try, we've got different pads to try. There's loads of little things that we can actually do to just see if we can improve the feeling, and that's the beauty about an open track. We can just go in and out and see what works, see what doesn't. But at the moment, it's just keep working away.
Is it nice having mechanics?
Yeah, makes a difference having a mechanic, that's for sure. But I've been working them hard this morning, so they don't get any respite on these days. These days are hard for the mechanics. I always say that. Like, this is what I tell all my mechanics. Easy. Open pit lane, you think you're on the tools all the time. Every time I come in, wheels are going out, springs are going out, forks are going, down, up, ride heights are changing. Yeah, it is hard. And obviously we have Tim Seed from Yamaha, who's our electronics engineer here as well. He's working hard on configurations and just sort of base maps and stuff like that. This is what it's about, really. It's a brand new package, so we've got zero data to work from. Starting from zero is always going to be fiddly to start off with. So once we start getting into that ballpark, we can start really working on our speed. And all fun and games, part of the game. And we'll do the hard bit now, and hopefully that means later on in the season we get some good success. So. Whenever you're ready. Lee, do you
do not need this on your channel. There'll be grannies going mad for it.
I need a few subscribers.
What you need to do is stop doing such good content.
No, I'm just going to use this as your thumbnail and have your name in the title.
Shit content's the way forward, boys. I am actual fact of that.
Good sport. Good sport.
They're good sports.
Day one done here at Andalucía. Amazing to go from the road going R9 to the full factory race spec bike, which was amazing. Obviously, first day of testing, no heroics. Lap time came quite nicely. The feeling was more or less the same from the road bike, so that's amazing to say that bike feels exactly the same as the race bike, so it didn't feel alien, which is nice. But there's obviously things that I want to work on, there's things that I want to improve, and we're slowly going through that process. Me and Barry have been working a lot, and Tim have been working really hard on electronics. That seems to be all the focus at the moment, because a few little areas holding me back before we can start sort of tweaking the chassis, that sort of stuff. So it's a typical testing day. I'm sat in the seat for a lot of hours thinking, come on boys, I want to get out there, and the boys are working flat out, and they're doing their best. So it's been fantastic to get the whole team together, and as much of a test for me as it is for them. So first day all together, I think it was an absolute success, positive day, and roll on tomorrow, and hopefully this is going to put us in a really good spot for the rest of the season. Bonjour, guten Morgen. We're back. Andalucía, day 2. Wind's picked up a little bit, feeling a little bit stiff, standard stuff really. First time riding the bike in proper anger in a while, so story checks out all the way across pit lane. Everyone's moaning about stiff bodies and stuff, so that's good. It means that we're all okay. Let's go and see what the boys have to say and see what's on the agenda. We're just chatting about the track a little bit. We need a sort of an hour in the morning. 10 o'clock is sort of about the time when the track temperature's about right. So struggling a little bit with tyre life at the moment with this surface, but the track's very aggressive on tyres. Initial run, the tyre can drop a little bit, but we've never had a problem with it here on track days, and it is very much about picking the right tyre compound. However, we have no option with that. So if we were to change tyres, we'd probably go up a bit more of a stiffer compound, maybe an SC1, SC2. We're on our C0s. They're pretty good at the moment. Yeah, we're sort of getting to that 10 lap mark and we're seeing we're quite a big drop. So rear link going in. Get the race link in, boys.
Yeah, why are you getting it changed?
So what we rolled out on was like very similar to the road bike version of... I'll start again. Yeah, so what we rolled out on at the start of the test was basically a bike that was exactly the same as the road bike, just so we can understand that everything feels, you know, the same. We're not really wasting too much time. We're going to get straight on the race link. Yamaha have got us a proper race link. So basically the two differences is the road bike link is a little bit more progressive, like every road bike link's a bit more plush, a bit more comfort for the road, where we need a bit more of a linear sort of progression with the link. So obviously we need support with race because we're pushing hard. So we're going to bang that in now and start getting after it and start dialing it in, because I dare say that's where we're going to end up being anyway. To take the R9 shock out, you've got to whip the tank up. So basically there's this little jigamy-doo-doo. Are you allowed to say that? Is that racist? That's not racist, is it? It's not meant to be racist, like, you know, like thingy. When we're on the grid and we get a random wet race, like last minute, they're going to have to be on it, on the pipe, so. But they will be.
So would you go for something stiffer or softer on the wet race?
A lot softer in the wet race, so that's what happens like when you have to make a change, like very stressful. It's not just put wet tyres in, it's like shock, front spring, gearing sometimes. When the siren goes and there's like 6 minutes left, twitchy bum time. But the boys are like unbelievable at it, like everyone has to do it, and honestly that's like the little thing that people don't get to see is that chaos and anxiety of a wet race. Well, 2 days here at Andalusia has definitely delivered. We've finally ridden the full factory R9 race bike by Raceway's McAMS Yamaha. Over the moon, to be honest. Lots and lots has been done. We've gone through top to bottom of the bike, different braking systems, different clutches, absolutely everything you can think of. It's been hard to actually give you guys a lot of sort of insight while working because it's literally been 2 days flat out. So yeah, it's, you know, we're just going to have to say, make sure you tune in for things to come, tests to come. We're off to Donington next to test on a full BSB test day with all my other competitors. So that'll be the first real test to see where we're actually at. So a lot of work to do still up until this point, but absolutely loving it. The whole McAMS Yamaha race team has been amazing, and yeah, can't wait to get back out. Over and out. Sunshine, where'd you go? I don't know that, man.
Hey, gracias, thank you, goodbye. Gracias. See you later, my mate.